Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. Today we are taking another look at Fatal Fury City of the Wolves and going to be deep diving into some more Mai Shiranui gameplay. So SNK very graciously has provided more footage, more developer matches of the game, and well, we're just going to look at the gameplay here. Mai Shiranui being the newest character. We've had some looks at her, not a full complete look, but now with this footage we have an even better understanding of the game and also some fun game mechanics that you might not be aware of. So basically we're just going to walk you through a few matches, and let's start with the first one. So going into our first match here, Terry versus Mai, the classic, the heavy hitters, the faces of the franchise here, and we got some good stuff out of the gate. So opening up the match here, we have a burn knuckle, and Mai just defends the burn knuckle and wallops him, right? Terry, too much Street Fighter 6 in his blood right now, he just has to go for the burn knuckle. And just defense, I guess if you're unaware, like analogous to a parry, not quite. You tap back with good timing, you have the shield, and also when this happens, you gain life, that's a big deal, and you also gain a bit of meter, or rather in this game, you lower your meter as it goes. And you can see here when this happens, there's a whole cavalcade of notifications. There won't be any mystery on what's going on here in this game, which I think is really good. So you may notice the big one here is guard cancel. So when you just defend a move, you can cancel your block recovery frames into any special move, super move, or rev blow. Rev blow being the universal armored move mechanic. So basically make a bad call and you get blown up forward here. A bad burn knuckle gets just defended and it gets punished because we use the just defense into a guard cancel. So basically opening gambit gets shut down really hard, really bad. So after that, Terry's back in here and we're going to keep attacking and we're going to see another fun universal mechanic. And that is that of the dodge mechanic. And you might notice a slow-mo. I'm not adding the slow-mo this time. This is part of the move. So the dodge attacks here have basically built-in crush properties. There's a low dodge and a high dodge. Low dodge gets lows, high dodge gets highs and mids. And if you successfully call out the move, then you get the slow-mo effect. You can go right into a special move. Usually you also get a small combo as well. Universal mechanic, everyone can do it. So if you know something's coming, you can preemptively stop it. Terry pressures after the fact here, and then Mai, well, mashes out DP. So Mai has an invincible reversal. We covered this in the last video, but it's been a long time. Mai historically has had kind of bad defense over the decades, so it's really cool for her to have something like that. And speaking of defense, so here to escape pressure, Mai wall jumps out, then does her dive special to basically get out of dodge. That's pretty inventive, pretty smart. Then utilizing some fun combo mechanics here, doing heavy uppercut, not invincible, but break cancelable, so you can then dash out and then do another uppercut style move just to get some decent damage in. Then another fun thing for Mai here, so goes for crouch heavy punch into fan slice. We now finally get to see fan slice. We knew it was in the move list, but we didn't get to see the base version of it. And the fan slice, you can combo after the heavy version on hit. So the combo doesn't fully complete here, unfortunately, so we don't know the full potential. But the fact that you can is very, very interesting. Like heavy fan slice does a good chunk of damage in and of itself. So this might be like, say, the go-to special for like big punish style combos. Wait and see, but this is not something I was necessarily expecting. So after this, Terry hits with a cross-up small combo, punishes with the rev blow on a whiff, jumps and attacks with air rev blow, which is armored, much the same as the grounded version, so it can call out anti-air attempts. Although it's not free, you can see Terry's meter is going up. Getting your rev blow block just raises your gauge, puts you closer to overheat, and basically wastes your time. Although this one connects, so hey, what do I know? Go crazy, right? And with no health left, and Mai tried to do something, got hit. That's it for the round. That's Terry's win. Maybe she could have done something invincible, who knows? But hey, on to round two. Start of round two, both players swing for the fences. Mai hits, counter hit which launches. Could have got a combo, although nothing out of the gate. Then there's this silliness. So in this game, there's no air blocking, but there is air just defense. So Terry goes for EX power dunk, which is similar, at least in the beginning of the move, to his old rising tackle. He actually doesn't have the move in this game. That is Rock's move in this game. So big gotcha, right? No. Because Mai did not commit to any action in the air besides just being in the air, Mai actually gets to just defend all the hits out of this. So basically this is a hard call out. Mai anticipated this happening and was able to save herself defensively. If nothing happened, then she could have landed on Terry's head, hit a button, But yeah, so there's a lot of play, counterplay with the aerial stuff in this game. Although keep in mind, off a hop, which is a shorter jump, you cannot just defend, because hops are much stronger offensively. So going from this here, Mai's going to retake the offense, and crouch heavy punch, EX Ninja Bees the elbow, Rev Excelled cancelled, EX into Musasabi no Mai, the dive, and then a drop. This is SNK employees playing. I got the footage from SNK, so I'm sure it's an actual combo. Drops happen to the best of us. But yeah, afterwards, ideally that would have worked, and it would have been really cool. Instead, Terry mashes Rev Blow armor on his wake up and crushes Mai. So there you go. Pressure after the fact. And then Mai defensively goes for level 1 super Kagero no Mai. Invincible. Does a good amount of damage. Keeps Terry off her. Fan for pressure after the fact. Not the greatest idea, as we'll come back to later in the video. This, though, not a bad idea. So air Rev Blow when they're both air to air. Remember, as an armored move, you're both air to air. It's basically a really good panic button. You see someone there, maybe they hit a button faster than you, who knows, but you're probably not faster than the armored startup. So you just kind of go from there. Afterwards, couple hops, doesn't lead to much. Then we get close heavy kick, feint canceled, changing the frame data here. Mai goes for a jump, perhaps anticipating an invincible move. Tries again into another close heavy kick into another feint cancel and tosses out jabs this time. And yes, this absolutely is plus on block. Mai recovers before Terry does here, so tossing out jabs, Terry tried to do something. Hit confirm the jabs into EX Ryembu. Then we go for Rev Excel, cancel into EX Fan Slice. And then, well, we combo out, we get the round. Due to the nature of Rev Excel cancels being able to go into EX move and EX move and EX move, a basic jab hit confirm combo can be very, very damaging in this game. Final round, a little bit of deja vu here. Terry goes in, gets just defended, which gets guard cancelled into the Rev Blow, blowing him away. Good option. Once again, keep in mind it's not free. Just this one simple act here that didn't do that much damage in the end, did raise the gauge a gigantic amount. You don't want to overheat. Now, coming back to what we mentioned earlier in the video about just tossing a projectile just to toss it on someone's knockdown, not always a good idea. If it's that obvious, keep in mind, even though it's not a lot, just defends do heal the opponent. So for a bad fireball, Terry gets health back, and also if he had any rev gauge, it would lower his rev gauge, so it would be net benefit for Terry. Like, it's worse than wasting your time. You actively just help the opponent. So have a care when tossing projectiles. Not the least which, as a just defend, Terry can guard cancel that and toss his own projectile. So Mai does dash up, uppercut in like some failed Galaxy brain play, gets crushed for it. Terry could have got more, but I think for the dev footage, they want to show Mai winning, right? Inside baseball. So now we go back and some big pokes out of Mai. We're going to see more of this in the second match. Mai's normals are pretty ridiculous. Mai attempts hit confirms, gets blocked. Mai tries to jump in, gets stuffed. Does an unsafe special, but not punished because they need Mai to win. Basically some flitting around here until we just get the ultimate YOLO wake up hidden gear, the big cinematic super where she changes her outfit and everything. And here's something I didn't notice before that's kind of jarring to me. It's not a big deal, but it's the classic red outfit with different color hair because her outfit had different color hair, right? Which is just jarring. Normally if the hair is different, you have an alternate color, the outfit changes too. Doesn't here. Not a big deal, just something I noticed. Damage for hidden gear, appropriately absurd. And then going from there, just raw jumping, catches the projectile, done, right? Raw jumping, you're always going to get the big damage. So that's match one. Some fun showcase of some of the mechanics that don't necessarily get as much play in some of the videos, and of course some good Mai stuff. Let's go to match two. So our second match is Vox versus Mai. I think Vox is super sick, by the way. Really cool brawler style character. And we got a lot of interesting interactions in this specific match. So now going into the match just directly, the first few moments of the match, not too much going on, does highlight, I guess, a weakness, if you want to call it, of Vox specifically. Vox as a brawler style character does not have a traditional projectile, thus trying to get in, he has to earn his way in. Now we come back to a situation here that we mentioned in the previous match, and this is best case scenario. Both air to air, panic, hit Rev Blow, right? Rev Blow is armored. And air to air, Vox does go for an attack. He would have hit first, but Mai is doing the Rev Blow, therefore she's armored and just completely blows him up air to air. And in another callback to the last match here, so close heavy kick, feint canceled, right? And then jumps over the opponent. This time, the opponent does take the bait, right? So Vox goes for a Rev Blow, but Mai's not hitting buttons. She would have been plus here. She's not hitting buttons. There's nothing to armor through. And keep in mind, once again, armored here, Rev Blows, you can only do it during a very specific part of your health bar. Another thing I said we come back to is normals, and hey, look at this. Stand C, heavy punch. Look at the range on this bad boy. And the fact that it is special cancelable on top of that. So when it comes to like a whiff punish button, the spacing button here, that's some big time range to get a full combo from. You gotta believe in it because you can't hit confirm it, right? But it does pay off here pretty substantially. EX for Ryuenbu, rev canceled into EX fan slice, dash into drop of the century. No big punish, because it's marketing footage and Mai has to win. Like splicing in a different match here, but rest assured, if Vox felt like destroying Mai, he could have. He definitely could have. So after that, we got the old chestnut here, just defense, guard canceled into rev blow as a get off me. And as we discussed earlier, Mai giving Vox basically a little bit of free health with the just defend, but this time he tries to jump and basically gets hit by the Street Fighter 2. You jump my fireball, you get uppercutted. Back into the core combo structure, close heavy kick, feint canceled, does naturally link into jabs, does special cancel, it's plus on block, there's a lot to love there. We see Mai do some jumping into a dive, space well, basically neutral on block, goes for the combo, gets an unfortunate drop, and then there's some flitting around, but then we see some wall dives, but no follow-up. Basically, it's a way for Mai to just gain space backwards safely when done that way. Now on the third attempt here, tries to trick Vox by doing jump back dive, but doesn't get a bite on that one. Now, just like the last match, we're going to get an important use of air just defend. So here we see an air-to-air meeting, Vox attacks, Mai just defends. And then Mai gets a punish when they both land. So basically, by not committing, betting on the just defend, and they're just defending an air-to-air, Mai got guaranteed damage. Now, unfortunately, didn't quite attack fast enough to get a conversion. This should have probably led to like at least a small combo. But this is why the jump mind games are so strong in this game, because you have to worry about the fact the enemy can defend themselves in the air. Also, Mai and Tizok both have air throws, so if someone's like super godlike at just defend timing in the air, they can still throw them and then they can't do too much about it because they didn't attack. So now going forward here, not too much happening in this exact moment, but we're going to get a brief little showcase here. Just more Mai buttons. Like this is stand light kick. And yes, there is some physics there as well, right? Crouch light punch we already known about, right? But Mai has really big buttons. Stand heavy punch, as we've shown earlier in the video. The previous video, stand heavy kick as well. Mai is a buttons neutral character in this game. But basically after all this, round one goes to Mai. And now entering the second round, we get some more fun things. One of them for Vox. I did mention he has no projectiles, and he doesn't. But he is very good at controlling space with what he has, which has limited range. And due to the nature of the attack, it's also difficult to just defend on reaction. But now, going back to Mai, crazy players around the world rejoice. So, regular non-EX Musasabi no Mai, which can be very safe or plus on block, depending on the angles, if it hits as a counter hit, is just a straight-up full-on launcher. Not the biggest follow-up here, but for a move that you can just kind of toss out and fish with, that's really huge. After this, Vox uses dodge attack against what seems to be a throw, so good against a lot of offense in this game. Mai stand heavy kick, monster range, as we've discussed with the normals. EX dive counter hits launch. Now this time we're going to get some stuff. So DP, break cancel, EX DP, break cancel. Then Ninja B's elbow as a finisher. That's a pretty respectable damage off a fairly low consequence move, all things said and told. And to close out, empty jump low, the classic. Hit confirm, 3 hit confirm 2, right? EX Ryuenbu, rev cancel into EX fan slice. Ninja B's elbow, break cancel, uppercut, break cancel, EX uppercut, break cancel, hidden gear super. You can break cancel the same move twice if one is the regular and one is the EX. But yeah, so some pretty sassy stuff, and Vox is all the way dead with this. So we get another win for Mai, and hopefully with some of these matches, you understand Mai just a little bit better, and some of the systems and gameplay of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves just a little bit better. Now, not direct match breakdowns, but there is a couple other things I would like to take a look at here. There's a mechanic tied to guard cancels that is definitely known about but not talked about much, and you might not know if you're watching this video right now. And that is the 0 frame super. So as mentioned earlier in the video, when you just defend a move, you can guard cancel the move into a special or super, and then basically remove your block stun, right? So you're not blocking anymore, you go directly into attack, but the attack still takes time, so it's not guaranteed. It can be likely even, but it's not guaranteed to get a punish off a guard cancel off the just defend. When you do a super move though, off a just defend, it makes it 0 frame. It effectively holds the enemy in place, removing all the startup, so it means basically it comes out the frame you press the button. Meaning, just defend guard cancel into a super actually is a guaranteed punish as long as they couldn't block when the just defend happened. So people with quick fingers and they got the read on you with the just defend, that you really got to watch out for. Of course, if they're just defend happy, they're focusing on defense, you can just throw them or whatever, right? There's play, there's counterplay, sure. But this is a very powerful technique. Just looking to highlight that because I know a lot of people aren't maybe 100% on all the gameplay systems, so I want to highlight that and some of the other mechanics as well. I know for a lot of y'all, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves is probably your first Fatal Fury game and also probably just your first SNK game in general. And basically, I just want everyone to be as excited and as hyped for the game as I am. So that said, thank you SNK for the footage again, and here's hoping for some more Fatal Fury City of the Wolves coverage in the future. You know, I know the release date's still a hot minute away, but we still got 5 more characters for the base roster to show off, right? So hopefully we can get the ball rolling on that sometime soon. But for now, my friends, that is the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Fatal Fury.